Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use Firebase. Firebase is a backend as a service cloud computing tool by Google. If you have a Gmail account, you can already be able to log into your Firebase. Just put in this address console.firebase.google.com and you'll be led to your Firebase console. So I'm going to teach you how to create a project and start developing a web application using Firebase. This is going to be fast and it's going to be effective. So as I'm doing this, I'm also going to be explaining to you what Firebase is. Firebase actually helps you build and run successful application, and it's very effective. You can use it to build and monitor your stuffs. It has features like the firestore for your database, authentication for you to log in and log out. You can also use the other tools like the release and monitor for your crash list and Google Analytics, and also other features. And it's very effective. Back end as a service, you can actually write cloud functions and use them to develop the REST API, just the way you would have done using Express and your normal Node.js. Cloud functions are actually written in Node.js. So I'm going to be teaching you how to do all this, but this lectures is going to be very fast. So I'm going to quickly go here and click on Add Project. This is how you start. So add project. So we're going to develop an application very fast, very fast. So let's put in the project name. I'm going to call it Sports Love. This is actually a project I'm building now, which I'm going to host. So it's not for jokes. It's actually a serious thing. Okay. So I'm gonna click on. I don't really need enable Google Analytics for this very project, so I'm gonna click it and I'm gonna go to create project. Okay, like I said, this is gonna be fast. So as I'm doing this, I'm gonna be explaining to you what Firebase is. So as a software developer, you're supposed to have the back end, the front end. So the back end is where you develop your API that supplies your front end, and this your front end client side can be a Flutter application for mobile, can be a web application, is a React Redux application for web, could also be an Angular application. Okay, you can see here your project is ready. Continue. Sports love. Okay, so you're gonna see the project that I just created now on my console. Okay, so this is it. So this is my Firebase. I'm into it now. You can see authentication, very important. Instead of you writing your login and logout normally the way you would have done it for if you're using Node.js for your back end. So Google supplies you these authentication function that enables you to manage login and logout, user registration, firestore databases for your database instead of using MongoDB. And the database they are using is actually a NoSQL database, just like MongoDB. But this is very effective. It's real time updating. I'm going to use it now so that you see the way it works. They also have real-time database. They have storage. Like if you want to store, instead of using applications like Cloudinary, when you're using Node.js, you have to create a Cloudinary account where you send your images and your videos. You see, this is a backend as a service. It has everything inside it. So this storage, you can use it to store images and pictures. Hosting, you can also have what we call Firebase hosting. So instead of going to another host, so this is a cloud tool that enables you to do a whole lot of things. Then you have what we call the cloud function. So this cloud functions is just like your normal using normal on a normal case where you're writing your APIs and your back end using Node and Express. Using class function is also actually written in using Node as well, using JavaScript. But it's very effective. This is back end as a service already there, updates and very effective. Machine learning, we all know, very important. That is where computing is going now. So all these functions are very important for you as a developer. As a back-end developer. That's why we call Firebase back-end as a service. Very effective. That is what people are using now because Google had made it in such a way that it makes it very easy for developers to work with. So apart from that, you can look at analytics and release and money. These are very important features that make it very easy for you to watch your app, see the way people are engaging in your app, and know how to improve upon it. So this is the dashboard for the project that I just created. The name is Sports Love. I'm going to push the repo on GitHub so that you can see them with other files that can help you create this project. So if you want to create an application for iOS, you have to click here. If it is for Android, you click here. Web, you click here. So we're going to try this out, and you're going to see how it works. Okay. So this is very important. And like I said, you can log in once because my Gmail account is already logged in. That's why I didn't have to log into my Google to get to my Firebase. So just put in the address that I said before, console.firebase, and check the beginning part of this video. You see the address so that you get to where you can create the project. Okay. So I've created my project. So I'm gonna quickly go to my CMD. Let me go to CMD so that CMD is simply my command line, command prompt, the terminals. Okay. Okay. So once you do that, because we want to be able to install the Firebase tools, very, very important. So that is how you go about working with your Firebase, very, very important. So here I'm going to simply say npm node package manager install. I'm asking it to please install, and I say global variable install for me Firebase tools. Okay, so I want to install the Firebase tools so that I can actually use Firebase. I can use it on my system, and that is what you're supposed to do first before you can go on. Okay, so immediately after that, I'm going to create a project on my desktop, and I'm going to start working on this. It's very, very important. That is how you go about it, and I hope you learned how you do this. I'm going to also teach you how to create a database, how to do configure authentication for the application that we're going to build. So the application we're going to be building, it's going to be in Node. We're going to use Node to write the cloud functions, and the front end is going to be in React. It's going to be in React. We are going to use Redux for the state management. So this is a full stack application that we're building, and you're going to learn a whole lot of things during this project. Please, if you like our videos, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. If you have any video you want me to work on for you as a software developer, you want to contact me for help and mentoring, please put them in the comment section. So I'm going to leave a while so that the Firebase tool can fully install so that we can go on with other elements of this. So like I said before, Firebase is simply backend as a service. So it includes your backend together with your backend goes together with the database. In this time around, it's a NoSQL database, just like you would have for MongoDB. Okay, so this database is going to be hosted, and we can easily connect our front end with it so that people can see our work. Okay, so until these finishes installing, we'll continue once it's done installing. Like I said before, please hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. For any questions and concerns, drop them in the comment section. Thank you. God bless.